Korean parade. We're going to get started here in just a minute. The parades should be coming down right here, but you're stuck with me. Well, you're not stuck with me. It's going to be a fun time here in downtown Hastings. Obviously, Kool-Aid and its fun started yesterday. If you watched Local 4 News at 6, you saw me doing a Kool-Aid drinking contest, which I won. And that's the only time I will ever win a Kool-Aid drinking contest, so I got to really tout that win. And then also Hastings Museum, they had that new exhibit yesterday that they opened earlier this year, and it's new for this this Kool-Aid Days parade. Now we're going to see several parades. We're going to see some from the Shriners. We're going to see several floats in this parade. We're going to see the Shriners. We're going to see a couple marching bands, and we will see Local 4 coming down the way in the Alert Center car. Obviously, you're watching this on the Local 4 Alert Center, so we want to kind of tell you about the other services and shows we provide here. If you are a sports fan, we have the Heartland Huddle. We have the Heartland Huddle. That's where Brady and John Clayton from News 2 Out West, they have a talk about the sports world and what's going on with that. Huskers, high school sports, whatever it is, they'll bring that to you. Also, if you're a parent out there and you want that parental advice, we have Juice Box Chats where Alyssa Harrington talks with a anchor from Lincoln, and they talk about parental advice and just kind of talk about experiences like that. And then also, if weather is your thing, you can watch the weather on Travis's Mugcast. That's Monday to Friday at 7 in the morning. So we got a lot going on here on the Local 4 Alert Center. So be sure to catch some of that right here where you're watching it. If you're watching it on Facebook, or if you're watching it on the Roku app or the KSMB Local 4 app on Apple or Android devices. Now, I was told for today I could only do a few jokes because most of them are bad. But I'm going to do them anyways. For instance, baseball season's just wrapping up here in town, Legion season that is, but if the Kool-Aid Man played baseball, what position would he play? He'd play pitcher. Now, see, I say that joke because no one can say how bad that joke was straight to my face. Also, let's talk about some fun facts about Kool-Aid. We have been looking into the history of Kool-Aid. I was just at the exhibit yesterday. Kool-Aid actually wasn't called Kool-Aid when it was first invented by Edwin Perkins here in downtown Hastings. It was actually called Fruit Smack, and it actually wasn't a powder form. It came as a liquid drink mixer. So interesting comments there. And then obviously due to the need to have it more long-lasting and non-perishable, they made it into a powdered drink mix. Now, let's take a quick look at the forecast, courtesy of David Stoltz and Travis and Luke Prokosh. Let's take a quick look at the forecast for this morning. Right now, the sun is out. It's really beautiful. Skies are blue. Got some clouds in the skies, which will be good. It won't get too hot here. A little humid because of that rain this morning. Right now, it's 73 degrees, a dew point of 71, and humidity is at 94%. As I said, it's going to be pretty humid today, and the wind is pretty calm. Now, if you're planning on going to the Adams County Fairgrounds today or the Oregon Trail Rodeo, there's not a large chance of rain until about 6 p.m. So maybe if you're planning on going to the fairgrounds, get that done earlier in today. Because annual tradition, obviously, after we do the parade here, we're still waiting for some floats to be coming down here. After the parade, you got to go to the fairgrounds and you got to get that Kool-Aid. Now, as for another joke, Hastings Community Theater has been a float here in the past in Hastings. And so if the Kool-Aid Man did community theater, he wouldn't do very well because he breaks the fourth wall all the time. That's the last joke. I'm going to go back into fun facts because I have been told that I should keep my day job of not comedian. So let's go to some fun facts here. I have them written down. Kool-Aid's invention was actually inspired by Jell-O. If there were a family of products that Edwin Perkins was positively starry-eyed over, it was Jell-O. Perkins first introduced the wonderfully wiggly stuff as a child he was introduced to it in the year of 1900. 98 years before I was born. A powder that transformed first into a liquid and then into a mysterious solid. And the creation of Jell-O was inspired the creation of Kool-Aid. And I didn't grow up in central Nebraska, right? I grew up in Florida. And so the first time I experienced Kool-Aid Days, it was just really, really special. To see a community coming together, lining the streets, as you can already see.
On the rodeo tonight also.
People are lining the streets and seeing the community come together. And then after this, at the fairgrounds, everybody coming together around Kool-Aid. It's just so cool. I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and we were talking kind of about everything that's come out of that creation almost 100 years ago. Kool-Aid was almost created 100 years ago. And I was talking to someone, and we were looking at the exhibit there in Hastings Museum. More on that, we have a story on our website you can check out after this where we look at the new exhibit in the museum. But anyhow, so we were looking at that exhibit in the Hastings Museum and everything that kind of came out of that creation of Kool-Aid. And I said, if Edwin Perkins could only see what came from his invention, right? Because in his life, he obviously didn't see the full extent of products that would come out of Kool-Aid. So super cool to see what's kind of come from it, as it's been created here in downtown Hastings, and then it was sold to the General Foods Corporation, which ended up becoming Kraft. So we're still waiting for some. Oh, we got the Boy Scouts coming here, so we're going to get a float coming here in about, they're walking, so I don't know if it's considered a float, but we have some of the parade starting here, and they're going to do the national anthem. So I'm going to step out for 1 second and let them do that.
So gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Okay, so that was the national anthem. That is the start of everything here. Once these floats and people start coming by, I'll kind of step out and just give you a look at what is happening here. But as you can see, the street is lined with people. And if you look, so right now I'm at 2nd in Denver. If you look down 2nd Street, you'll see even more people kind of on that side of the street. So it is packed here in downtown Hastings. But we're going to go to a quick break. The floats and everything, as you can see, here comes the Boy Scouts. We're going to take a quick break, though. We'll be right back here in downtown Hastings. You're watching the Local 4 stream of the Kool-Aid Days Parade. We'll be back. Ride a cow. I mean, that thing is a feat of nature there. Well, we're waiting for more. Visit Hastings is actually coming next, or it's a float sponsored by Visit Hastings. While we were on break, the Boy Scouts came through, and the first of the Oregon Trail Rodeo float came through. Obviously, that will be going on tonight and tomorrow at the Adams County Fairgrounds, so be sure to catch that if you're staying in town here for the Kool-Aid Days Festival, which I recommend. There's a lot of fun things after this is over. There's a lot of fun that will be happening at the Adams County Fairgrounds. And now we have the Adams County Visitor Bureau. I'll step out of the way so you can see what we're looking at here. It's the Adams County. Now, when it comes to things, if you're watching this and you're wondering what to visit here in Adams County, there's a lot of things to see. The Hastings Museum, I was talking about that, super interesting place. Here in downtown Hastings, I think a lot of people don't know about the jewel that is downtown Hastings. Right across from me, you have the Rivley Theater, which is pretty historic and it's been renovated. But also other things to see in Adams County is Duncan Field. Right now, Duncan Field is about to move into a little bit of a transition period because sodbuster season is over, and the Legion and college baseball seasons are over, so it's going to transition into a football stadium. Actually, right now, okay, that was candy that hit my foot. I was wondering about that. So it's going to transition into a high school football stadium for St. Cecilia. So that's another place that's really cool to visit. The history that's there is really cool. So I'm going to step out of the way here, and we have the Kool-Aid Committee here. We're going to watch as they have their VW Bug there. Wave hi. Hey, how's it going? Happy Kool-Aid Days. Hey, how's it going? Love this day. One of the best days of the year for our coverage, by far, in my opinion. So we want to know, if you're watching this on Facebook, put in the comments what your favorite flavor of Kool-Aid is. We'd love to hear that and hear that input, because I want this to be interactive for anybody watching on social media, and let's have some fun today. So next we're having Fleet Pride, heavy duty parts and service. They're coming through here. They have their big truck, and they're the heavy-duty experts, according to what their truck says. So they've got some candy, and it looks like they got some ice pops, too. So, as I said, it wasn't that hot, but it is humid out, so that'll be very useful for some people. So now it's time, I think, to turn back to my fun list of Kool-Aid facts. There was originally 6 flavors of Kool-Aid, which, fun fact, if you go to the Hastings Museum today, they'll have a Kool-Aid stand set up there, and the flavors they'll have there at the Hastings Museum is the original 6 flavors. At the fairgrounds, that's where they have the world's largest Kool-Aid stand. It's 19, 20, maybe 25 flavors there for everybody to try, both sugar-free and with sugar in it. So great deal going on there. And all you have to do is pay $5 for a cup, and you get to drink as much Kool-Aid as you can. Now, another fun fact is the Great Depression helped make Kool-Aid a household name. You don't often hear success stories from Kool-Aid from the Great Depression, but Kool-Aid actually had one. Due to the tough economic time, Perkins Products actually slashed the price of Kool-Aid from 10 cents to 5 cents and aggressively marketed the product, and then that's how they became a household name during the Great Depression. I'm going to step out of the way here one more time. Got a cool, if you can see this, it's a Hastings, Nebraska wristband. So Super cool there. I'm going to step out of the way here. You've got this cool vintage Dodge pickup truck, and they're rocking women's health. So we've got what looks to be candy and fans, actually. So far we've had ice pops and we've had fans. So I think everybody here today has understood the assignment of how humid and warm it was going to be here in downtown Hastings. So I said just before, let me know what your favorite flavor of Kool-Aid is. My favorite flavor has to be green apple or cherry. You mix them together, and that's not bad. It just tastes sweet at that point. So I'm more of a 1-and-1, kind of have it and then have the other one. So we're waiting. It's the Hastings Bambino Leagues. If you want to know more about the Bambinos, it's a super, super cool league that goes on here in the summer in Hastings. Look it up. Brady Barrett did a story this year. If you all remember Mason Kern, he did a story with the Bambino League. It's a super cool league. Look that up. Look that story up after we're done here. It's super cool what they're doing. So here's the rest of the Bambinos. Wave hi. How's it going? Pretty, and we got bubbles. We got bubbles too. So it's a summer event. We had ice pops, we've had fans, and we've got bubbles. All we need is like a barbecue, and we got it complete there. So yeah, as I said, Bambinos is a super cool league. Even in the summers, the Hastings Sodbusters will go out and play with the Bambinos, and they'll invite them to Duncan Field to play at Duncan Field against the Sodbusters, and also law enforcement and first responders here in Hastings do that as well. They really they play with them. I believe it's kickball they play with the first responders. So it's really cool. Look up those stories on Local 4. We have plenty of stories about them. They're super cool, super sweet to watch. So we're waiting for the next float here. I think we'll go to a quick break while we have kind of a lull in the action. We'll be right back here in downtown Hastings for the Kool-Aid Days Grand Parade. Stick with us. Okay, we're back here in downtown Hastings. I just saw a dog pass by that was like this tall on me. It was super cool. So we just had the Dan Osborne campaign coming through, and now not really sure what this float is, but we'll wait until it gets here. But so far, what we've been seeing is we saw the Boy Scouts. We've seen the Oregon Trail Rodeo. We saw a float promoting and taking care of women's health. So it's been super cool to see what's been going on today. Now we have a marching band coming up. So when the marching bands come by, I'll make sure to stay as quiet as possible, just so you can enjoy the music there. This is the Zion Classical Academy that's right here. We're getting candy, and we've got a bunch of folks on this float. How's it going, guys? Thank you for waving hi. How's it going?
Good.
You want to do a? How's it going so far? How's it walking?
Oh, it's great.
It's great. Hey, not really hot, right?
Zion, dude.
Yeah, I saw it.
Greatest school in town.
Okay. All right. Well, it's not too hot, right, for the walking?
Not too hot.
That's a little humid. A little humid. But I mean, you got the rain, so.
Yeah, it's not. It hasn't been too bad so far. It's great.
Awesome.
We love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, that was the Zion Classical Academy school here in Hastings. Now again, here comes the Adams Central Patriot Marching Band. I will be quiet until they pass. Super cool Adams Central's marching band, and you'll be able to see them during football season, during their football games. And as speaking of football here in Central Nebraska, I know Trey Marler and Brady Barrett are working on their high school football previews. So I don't know if they've done Hastings Adams Central just yet, but they will be getting to those teams as time. And if you want to see the previews that they've already done, those are on the Local 4 website. You can watch those. And also, if you're wanting that kind of midweek fix of sports, Brady Barron, and John Clayton do a streaming show called Heartland Huddle, where they discuss high school football, high school sports, and of course Husker athletics. Now, who do we have here? We have the Hastings Utilities. We have quite the equipment here. Super cool to see that. I think this would be like this looks to be like something you would lift heavy equipment with. That's my professional opinion. You see there, we have someone in the booth there kind of just throwing candy for the crowd. And remember, before you dig, call 811. To avoid any issues with that, make sure you call 811. Well, let's...
He's the one to ask. Jason.
Oh,
They sing something for you guys?
yeah.
Gotta
If
bring
you,
that.
if
Barbershop experience.
we have a treat, we're gonna get if you guys can kind of just center yourselves around that. So we're gonna get a singing from the chorus of the Plains. I'm gonna get out of the way because they're the talented ones and not me. And we're gonna let you listen real quick to this. It's gonna be super cool.
There's no place.
Go Big Red! Go Big Red! Go Big Red!
Yes. Kool-Aid Days.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's just kind of a placeholder. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks.
you.
That was the chorus of the Plains, guys.
Yeah, and thanks
Thank-
for all you do.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for
Faithfully.
Thank you. All right, thanks, guys. Now, coming down the parade route now, we have another float, and we're going to, I believe this is the dance studio in town. Oh, we got some tap dancing. That was the dance collective here in town. So super cool. Got to see one right after another. We got to see Chorus of the Plains, and then we got to see tap dancing. So see the benefits that the Local 4 streaming channel bring to we bring you inform, and we talk about the serious stuff, but sometimes it's nice to have the community pride and things like this. And that's what we're committed to bringing you here on the Alert Center here on Local 4. Everything from sports, news, and community events like this. Let's see, the U.S. Army is coming through. And now I'll step out of the side. They have their truck with them. This is the U.S. Army. It was established in 1775, the year before the U.S. gained independence in 1776. So, doing the math, and this year was 250 of the U.S., so that means they are 251 years old. Super cool to see this, to see all of these people coming together for the city of Hastings. It's really cool, and we actually have a very cool kind of antique tractor coming down the way here. I will also step out of the way for that. This is really cool. I wish I knew more about tractors to tell you all this is like a 1920 John Deere, but I don't know that much about tractors, so I can't tell you that. But what I know, it's vintage and it's cool looking. So I'll let you watch that go by. Okay. All right. So just thinking about the things we've seen kind of thrown out today. We've seen fans, ice pops, obviously candy, and super fun time for all the kids and adults in attendance. I got to say, this is one of the most fun parts of my year here at Local 4. Is sometimes I'm walking, sometimes I'm in front of the camera or behind the camera. So definitely super fun. And I was given a Hastings, Nebraska wristband, so I wear that with pride, knowing that's where Local 4's home is. Now, speaking of Local 4, we're coming. We're going to be here in just 1 second. So when we get here, I might be able to pull another one of the Local 4 people. But right now, because we got a little bit of a waste, Jackie is, you were our intern. She did a great job, folks, for us here at Local 4. How did you like your internship?
Honestly, it was the best time ever. I had a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of people in the community. It was really, really awesome.
Okay. What was your favorite part kind of about that time?
I would say kind of getting to meet different community members, getting to see what was important to them, what they wanted to kind of have other people know. Yeah, getting to know them
Awesome.
a little bit more.
Well, you did an awesome job. Good luck with the semester at UNL.
Thank you, Casey.
So, if anyone out there is watching and they know anybody who's interested in internships, we do a lot of fun stuff here at Local 4. So I'll step out of the way because we have Go Physical Therapy here. They have locations in Grand Island, Hastings, and Kearney. They're giving out ice pops as well. That is, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good.
You know what? It's getting humid. Thank you. I got an ice pop, folks.
As they roll by, you'll see colorful history of Kool-Aid packet designs. On the front here.
So,
From the early days to the familiar
I was given an ice pop, but in the effort of keeping my voice clear, I won't eat this right now. But what we have coming up, Go Physical Therapy, they offer physical, occupational, and speech therapy. So if you're interested in any of those. So coming up on the way here, you're going to see the Kool-Aid Man. Not the Kool-Aid Man, he's at the end of the parade, but you're going to see a Kool-Aid Man. And this is a float for the Hastings Museum.
Yeah, this is number.
I think they're like 17 blocks away.
Entry number 24. 1951 Chevy Bel Air 2-door hardtop with custom dark violet paint.
Okay, here is the Hastings Museum. Now, if you can see, as they come by here, let me see if I can get my hand in frame here. As you come by, they'll have different Kool-Aid packet printouts from different decades. For instance, you got Kool-Aid Black Cherry from an older past era. You have Kool-Aid McKinstry, who is playing football now. And then you have Black Cherry, kind of the normal Black Cherry. And I was given a Kool-Aid packet. Let's talk a little bit about this. Given a Kool-Aid packet with a schedule of events for the Hastings Museum today, or the Kool-Aid Days today and tomorrow. So super cool Kool-Aid packet. Gonna make some of that later. But what we have here is you got planetarium shows from 11 to 5. You've got the Kool-Aid stand both at the Hastings Museum and over at the fairgrounds. We're gonna look a little. We got a cool car coming by. I believe that's a Bel Air, if I'm not mistaken. So, and then the fun doesn't end today. It goes into tomorrow, and there are some cool stuff like mini golf, and there's also the race, the 5K, and all of that. That's tomorrow as well at Lake Hastings. All right.
Where there's a place for every dancer at the one and only Next Generation Dance Company.
And we have the Next Generation Dance Company coming through. We'll give them a second to get into frame here. Unfortunately, I don't have a singing team to preface this one with. There it is. This is the Next Gen Dance Company. We're getting candy here. That is impressive, those backflips. I could not do that in my wildest dreams. I don't think, even in my most active stage of life, I could do backflips like that. So we're gonna wait for the next wave of floats coming down here. And Local 4, we should be coming up any second now. Right now, as I said, blue skies. It is about 70 to 75 degrees out right now. What it is though is it's pretty humid. So if you are coming out either today or either right now or later on today at the fairgrounds, just make sure to bring some water with you. Obviously you'll have Kool-Aid at the fairgrounds, but just make sure you have some water with you. Stay hydrated on some good H2O, and you know, maybe throw in some Kool-Aid every now and again, but make sure you're drinking that water. Let's see who we have coming next. We have a float here coming up soon.
Here we go. Caring for people services with over 20 years of home care and home health care industry, caring for people service offers quality and compassionate care and comfort of home, or dedicated team of trained experts making positive impact of wellness of our neighbors' lives every single day. They acknowledge and care for experience to provide services and guidance to individuals throughout all stages of their lives. Contact them today, 402-334-6900. Caring for People's Services.
Now, if you're wondering about the Kool-Aid Man, because he's kind of synonymous with the Kool-Aid drink, goes through the walls saying, "Oh yeah." He was not associated with the drink until the 1970s. So there was a little bit there where Kool-Aid was not represented by this guy right here. It was just represented, obviously before it was Kool-Aid, it was Fruit Smack, as we talked about a little bit earlier. And this year's theme of Kool-Aid Days is Rockin' Black Cherry, which is great for me because I love cherry flavored stuff. So, and I had some of the black cherry Kool-Aid yesterday, and it tasted wonderful. So if you get out to the fairgrounds, make sure you try the black cherry.
This is the Bookmobile. Hastings Public Library Bookmobile celebrates this year's Rockin' Black Cherry, themed with a sweet reminder that every great adventure begins with a good book. From the library to the Bookmobile, we found to bring stories, learning, and community.
And what we just had Caring for People Services just walk by. Super cool what they're doing in the community. We have their float coming here in a second. And it looks like they're giving out coloring books, which is a super cool and a little bit different than what everyone else has here.
Number 26, if you could please go a little faster, that would be helpful. Thank you very much.
There it is. It's the Caring for People Services. And we have the Bookmobile coming, the Hastings Public Library Bookmobile. If you are a fan of reading, the Hastings Public Library is actually just down the street going that way on Denver. So feel free, if you want to go check out the library Monday through Saturday, I believe they're open. So we're going to look at their Bookmobile coming here. And then this helps to service other communities in Adams County that might not have libraries, so they can bring the bookmobile.
Central Community College. Better get it before it melts. Thank you guys, we appreciate it. Go check them out. Truck driving training in Hastings, Nebraska Central Community College. We got this one, Hastings High School. They are up next.
Here we go. We have Central Community College and their truck driver training program. They have the official motto of this year, Rockin' Black Cherry, on the front of the semi there. So super cool there. Now the Hastings High Tigers marching band, they are coming through. Again, when they get closer, I will stop talking and you'll be able to listen to them go by. You can kind of already hear them. And we are still waiting on the arrival of the local 4 flow in the parade. This year, we have a little bit something different for viewers at home. Usually we bring the Storm Chaser, but there's a little bit difference we have this year, and you'll see it here in a little bit. And here comes the Hastings High Tigers marching band. Good, how are you?
Doing well.
Okay, all right, that was the Hastings High Marching Band here in Hastings. And obviously, we're about 2 weeks out from the start of high school football here in the city of, in central Nebraska. And you'll be able to catch the marching band at halftimes during those Hastings High football games. Those will be those football games are at the Hastings College campus on their football field. Now, who do we have? We have Com1 coming up with the Adams County Emergency Management Office. We'll step behind and let you watch that. Hear the sirens there? Here's Adams County Emergency Management. Let's see, is Ron Hughes driving? Ron Hughes is the Adams County Emergency Manager. Super helpful when anything happens in Adams County or in the city or in the county. He's super helpful letting us know about how to inform you all, which you might find out stuff here on the streaming center. So when you see those push alerts that we send out about streaming, it could be something like this, a parade, or it could be something urgent or emergency that you would need to know about in your community. So we're always trying, if it's breaking, it's streaming for you at home on the Local 4 app on Apple and Android, and of course Roku. We are still a bit a ways from the Local 4 stream, the stream machine. That's what we should call it. I just thought of that. The stream machine is going to be coming through. As I was talking about streaming, we have plenty of streaming shows for you. If you want to get started with your morning weather outlook, Travis has the morning mudcast you can watch. If sports is more your thing, Brady Barron and John Clayton from KNOP News 2 out west, they do a Heartland Huddle show where they kind of go over high school and Husker athletics going on in the state. Sometimes they might even throw in some professional sports if a draft is coming up or something like that. So super cool there. Also, we have Juice Box Chats. That's kind of like a parent kind of advice show and things like that. So we have a lot of good things going on at the Local 4 Streaming Center. This is CPI. They are an ethanol factory here in town. But as I was saying, the streaming center, we have plenty of content streaming on there. And then also, if in between the times we stream, there's plenty of video on our stories. So after this, if you want to check out my Kool-Aid Days story from yesterday, it's a super cool, go Big Red. Someone just told me go Big Red, so go Big Red. We are about 2 weeks. Volleyball season opens in about 2 weeks, and football season about 3 weeks. So super exciting time. The fall is coming, folks. But right now it's summer. So let's see who we have coming by. We have the Hastings First United Methodist Church coming by, and they also have a Jeep Gladiator. That's what the car is, and they're hauling a float behind them. So we'll see. How's it going? Got a thumbs up. Okay, if you like cars and you like historic cars, this next one's for you. It looks like a Model T. Now again, I'm not as adept to my older cars as I should be, but what it looks like is it's a Model T a truck coming by. So I'll step out of the way and let you have a look at that.
You guys having a good time still here on a Saturday afternoon? All you guys are ready for Kool-Aid like that.
Okay, it is a Ford Model AA truck, so not a Model T. It's from 1929. It's 97 years old. So 3 years, it'll be a 100-year-old car, still running.
Cancer Center.
That is super cool.
Cancer. Today we proudly stand together to celebrate strength, hope, and restore rocking the fight against cancer. More than a theme, it's a reminder there are no fights here, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Now, it is getting a little warmer. Let me do an official temperature check here. As I said, at the start it was like 73 degrees. Let's see for right now what the temperature is. Just to kind of advise you a little bit on the rest of the day. It's 74 degrees. It says partially cloudy, but I don't really see it. It's pretty blue skies right now. The dew point is still 71, and humidity is 91, so it is still a very humid day. So make sure that if you're going out to the fairgrounds later today, make sure you have that water on you. In between those Kool-Aids, make sure that you're getting proper hydration in there, and not just drinking Kool-Aid to replenish those electrolytes. Now here is a float that is rocking the fight against cancer. And that rockin' is, of course, reference to the theme for this year is Rockin' Black Cherry. Now we're still waiting for the Local 4 stream machine, as I've called it today. The Local 4 float that will be in this parade. We're waiting for them to come, and they will be here shortly. But first, we have another float here. This is the South Central Nebraska Right to Life float.
As we open Adams County Republic News, our next group out here.
Hey, how you doing? It's always good for you to join the parade here. This is our first time just walking out talking. How you doing, and what do you think of the Kool-Aid Days parade here at Hastings?
Kool-Aid Days.
So if anybody's just joining us now, we're live here in downtown Hastings at the Kool-Aid Days parade here in downtown Hastings. It's the Grand Parade. It's kind of one of the marquee events of the Kool-Aid Days celebration here in Hastings. It's also in the same general area where Edwin Perkins created Kool-Aid here in downtown Hastings, originally called Fruit Smack. So what we've seen so far today is we've seen some super cool animals with the Oregon Trail Rodeo. We've seen some super cool cars. We saw a car just go by that was, I believe, 97 years old. And coming down here now is the Nebraska Republican Party. I'll step out of the way here for a second.
As our next group, we meet Pastor Sam Kids Foundation. Kids and Dreams provides support to individuals and families living with autism or other spectrum.
This is also a good time to mention, obviously, not quite done with the summer yet, but the fall is quickly around the corner, and then Election Day is not too far after that. So make sure you stay tuned to Local 4 and the Streaming Center for coverage as we go through the election season. We'll be able to talk with candidates and bring that to you on the issues you care about. So stay tuned to the Streaming Center for that. Now, we're still waiting for the Local 4 float to come by. Right now, we have Kids and Dreams Foundation.
I'd like to take just a moment here to thank you to the 2026 sponsors of Kool-Aid Days, Oregon Trail Rodeo, West Game Air, Fleet Drive, Meat Lumber, and Construction Company, Paperworks, Western Sugar Co-op, Western Sugar takes care of all the sugar here for Kool-Aid Days this past 26 months. Kenny Warner Construction, 16 Plastics, Live Point Bank, Hastings College, and Elders Automotive, Hastings Convention Visitor Center, West's Market, Fast Homes, and of course Kool-Aid. The Grand Pro District 2026 Kool-Aid Days event here in Hastings. As we welcome Amy Sandine for Hastings City Council.
Okay, all right, so we just had the Kids and Dreams Foundation go through, and the next float up is the Hastings Community Theater. And now, oh, we got, what kind of candy you got there? You got good candy? I think we got good candy, so we're good. The Hastings Community Theater, and I just told this joke, but I'll tell it again for anybody who's just joining us. Why does the Kool-Aid Man not do well in theater? Because he breaks the fourth wall all the time. I was a theater major for 2 semesters in college, so that was funny to me. So I get it if it's not funny to everyone listening. So here is the Hastings Community Theater. They're coming up here, and they'll also be talking about their upcoming play that they'll be doing this fall.
Hey, if you don't know what this is, this is number 40. It is Runza Restaurant. We're here to Runza. We have Runza Restaurant and his crew of clear-cut, lovely besties. Give them away for a snack, and remember, the snack paradise can be seen at Dinosaur Man. Hey, Rex, give us a hand. There you go. Let's hear it for Rex.
Okay, all right, here we have the Hastings Community Theater. We have some of their upcoming shows. They have The Wizard of Oz coming up in October on the 16th, 17th, 18th, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. I'm sure we'll be able to have them on the show closer to that date to talk about their shows. They're big friends of the local 4 shows. We have them on whenever we can here to talk about their shows. Now we have Runza coming up, which might be one of the most appetizing floats so far. Let us know if you're watching on Facebook. Put in the comments, what's your favorite Runza food? Is it the Runza? Is it their burgers? Is it the fries? The fries are great. Is it lemonades? I really love Runza's lemonades. The Runza Cup waved at me. That was wonderful. Here's Runza Rex. He's coming here. We'll see if we can get him for a quick high five, maybe a quick interview. He is on a tight schedule, so if we can't get him.
How many farmers and ranchers we have here today? Anybody out there?
Rex, the media has questions for you, sir. Runza Rex just ignored us. He's on a tight schedule, so I understand. But yeah, tell us if you're watching on Facebook. Tell us what your favorite Runza food is. I personally am a fan of the regular Runza with fries and lemonade. I'm a lemonade fan. Fun fact about lemonade: Kool-Aid lemonade. So if a packet like this, but if it's Kool-Aid, it's lemonade, not cherry. Kool-Aid lemonade can actually be used to clean dishes because there's not actually lemons in it, right? It's citric acid in it, and so if you're running out of dishwashing soap, excuse me, you can take that lemonade packet and you can use it as a cleaner. Super cool. Didn't know that. As you can see, I've done my research. Oh, we got a dog. Let's see if we can say hi. Oh, what a great day. I've seen dogs, I've seen Runza Rex, and I saw Runza's Pepsi Cup. We're still waiting on the local 4 streaming float to come by. And here we have the Spirit Catholic Radio.
So we plan for City Council. He'll talk to you.
Hey, how you doing today?
Now, if you're a fan of what we're doing now, how we're streaming, how we're talking, how we're bringing this event to you, you're going to really like in 2 weeks. We're going to have live streaming coverage from the state fair. So be sure to stay tuned to our website as we release the schedule of what we'll be doing. We'll have live shows at the fair too. So if you come out, say hi to us, let us know what some of your favorite Local 4 streaming or Local 4 moments are. And also on the streaming platform on Local 4, whether it's Apple, Android, or Roku, you can also watch the 5, 6, and 10 o'clock shows for Roku, as well as our morning and midday shows. So all of it is there, whether it's on the Local 4 website, the Local 4 apps. We have what you need there streaming just to make sure you're ready to go for the day. We have the Mugcast if you're looking for the forecast in a little bit more in depth than the 4.5 minutes we give you on air. And also we have the Heartland Huddle, Juicebox Chats during legislature season. We have lunch in legislature. Ian Mason and Darsha Dodge from 1011 kind of give a rundown of and explain, because sometimes these issues that come through the legislature, they're tough topics. So Darsha Dodge and Ian Mason kind of break it down for you all on lunch in legislature. I'm going to step out of the way here. We have the Hastings Rural Fire District. Always cool to see the fire trucks. Oh, we got the Star Wars guys coming now. How's it going? Great outfit.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're not the Jedi you're looking for. I forget what Obi-Wan Kenobi's line was in that movie, but man, that's super cool. We got stormtroopers and a X-Wing fighter, I believe he is. All right, so now we have the South Central Nebraska Czechs. They're coming through with their queen for the year. It is Andelka Turney, Andelka Turney. And here we have more from the South Central Nebraska Czechs, or South Central Czechs of Nebraska. If you look on the side of the float there, it's a kolache right there. We got a kolache. This is a great day. I've got Kool-Aid and I think they're both cherry too. Also, that catch was pretty clutch on my part. I'm going to give this, because it's hard to talk and eat at the same time. I'm going to give this to Jackie. Jackie, I want you to try this. I know it's going to be great.
Thank you.
I'm sure. I think no, it was Lonnie who covered it when they were doing their festival. But you got to tell me how it is.
Awesome.
As always, as awesome. She says it's awesome. As always, thank you. Okay, now we have the Hastings. It's a mobile arcade it's super cool. It's a mobile arcade that's based here in Hastings, and it does events across central Nebraska. So we've got Pac-Man here, and we've got the little monsters that kind of chase Pac-Man. Ghosts, the ghosts that chase Pac-Man. Thank you for the assist there. And here is the mobile arcade. It's called the Battle Bus Mobile Arcade. It's stationed here in Hastings, but it goes around central Nebraska to events and things like that. So kind of a cool thing there. very, very interesting. I've heard of food trucks. I've heard of things like mobile dog grooming places, but I've never heard of a mobile arcade. So that's super cool there. Again, the Local 4 streaming, the stream machine, as I like to call it, is coming by. It'll be here soon. But right now, we have the Family Advocacy Network. And their motto is, because every child deserves a safe childhood.
School Foundation is inviting alumni through the years to ride on the Patriot Punch Float. No longer over here, please. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. How you guys doing up there? Good? A little long, but we'll get through it.
Oh, we've got an interesting one now. We have what looks to be a super soaker truck. It's the only way I can describe it at this point. This is the Adams Central Patriot alumni, their Patriot Punch vehicle. I'm gonna get wet, I just have to accept it. I did it. Wow, that was a miracle. Getting good candy today? You are? Awesome. We have all the kids getting some good candy today, and honestly, I felt a little mist of it come my way, so that was actually kind of refreshing. Now we have another float here. I'll step out of the way. It is Grady Erickson for a State Board of Education. It sounds like Hastings Rule is on their way.
Take your can carries just over 3,000 gallons of water for the Hastings Rural Volunteer Fire Department. Use little to no fire hydrants on the rural settings. Truckers